Hello and welcome back, guys. So in this particular session, what we'll be doing is that we'll be looking at the data from uh, NTA, Nepal Telecommunication Authority, and let's have a look at it. Okay. So we do have the data over here. So what I want to do is quickly grab the calculator as well. Right, and then probably I'll just keep it over there. Not the whole screen, but I'll just keep it over there, right? And then if we have a look, so what we have a PSTN number of 598,608, right? And what we have over here in the exact same month earlier on is, let's just zoom in a bit. We have 664, 863, right? So what we can do is, let's just see the difference here. And difference is 598, 608 minus that, what is 664, 863. Divided by 664, 863 into 100, right? So minus 9.96. That's a big amount, right? 9.96% drop in PSTN users from the last year. Okay, so I guess people are moving more towards mobile phones. WLL, I think it's consistent. VAT is VSAT is not there. FPTS voice, okay, something else has been added on. Interesting. Now they have started reporting it up. Okay, I think that's the difference. That's why it's gone down so much. Otherwise, PSTN normally don't tend to go down so much. Let's just have a look at it here. 598, 608 plus plus 94, 640, yeah. So 693, 248, 693, 248. So 693, 248, right? So 693, 248, actually, I guess it's increased now. It's increased. It's definitely increased. So my analysis over there was wrong. So after adding this thing up, what has happened is basically there has been an increase. But by how much though? Let's have a look at it. So 693, 248, 248, yeah, minus, what's the amount? 664, 863. And divide by the same number, yeah. Yep, it's the same number. So minus 664, 863, and then that's the difference amount, and then 664, 863 into 100. So 4.27, right? So 4.27 is the increased percentage. Let me just close something quickly. Okay, that is also done. 4.27% is the growth rate, yeah. But see how like FTTH to voice has, it's pretty significant, right? 94,000 people have already moved into it. So the old PSTN will also move into FTTH voice, I guess, soon. What has happened to mobiles over here? Okay, let's have a look at the total as well. 811, that's a bit increase, I guess. So it used to be around 8 lakh something, so it's 784, right? And basically these things are constant. That just means like that's only increasing. That means like it just, so since this minus that divided by that will be 0 divided by this, so the change is only from this. Okay, so this should be a 4.27% increase. So what we can do is, let's just say 784 392 plus 104%. No, not that. Plus 4%. Yeah, around that much, right? 811, something like that. Around 4% change, yeah. So what has happened to the mobile thing as well? So it has decreased. NTCL's base has decreased. If you have a look over here, 186, 87,301, right? What's over here? 198, 65 to 86. What about Ansel? 160, right? 171. It has also decreased. Smarts, I think it's increased. Yeah, it's increased. And CDMA, what has happened to that? I think it's increased a bit, yeah. Minuscule increase. So if you have a look at total subscriber as well, 223. Okay, that has decreased in case of NDCL because of this drop in GSM users. In Ansel, I think it has decreased as well because this only has that, right? So in STPL, it has just definitely increased. What has happened to the total number? That is what I'm concerned about. So 387.67, 387.67, 387.67, 586 minus 40793 102 divided by 40793 102, right? So into 100, I think 4% decrease, 4.96, 4.96% decrease in case of mobile users, right? Whereas in case of fixed, there has been a growth. In case of mobile, that's the dropped figure, right? So the total figure is this much, 395, so around 4 crores. And then fixed portion is 2.63, that has increased. Used to be around 2%. Mobile has also increased 128.24, and the total penetration rate, that's based on the population of CBS, that's 3 crores, and the total penetration rate is 130.94, right? And if you have a look over here, what has happened is that the penetration rate is 193.17, but another thing that you should always consider in this analysis is the population, right? So if the denominator is greater, the denominator increases, of course the percentage will also decrease, right? It will go down. So that's what has happened over here. So if you have a look over here, the population is 3 crore assumption, so it's basically revised until 2031. So this one I think it was only until 2020. No, it's revised, yeah. So it's revised, right? But the population has increased. That's why the penetration rate has decreased. We can basically see net this impact as well. Like we can just basically use this figure, and then let's just have a look at it as well. So how much has been the impact of this population, this revised denominator that has affected 966, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 crores something, blah blah blah, and then what we need is 298. Not much, but it's still a difference at 2 lakh something. So that should be a significant percentage. I think it will be very minuscule though, because the figure that we are looking at, it will be, what is that, 353. So that's the total difference amount. So divide by, let's just say 98, 76, 531, 1.18, right? So 1.18 is the percentage. So basically you can just say like the penetration rate is basically 132 point something, blah blah. If we were to assume that the population was same as this population over here, or if the population projection was constant, then the penetration would be around that much. But still, that still represents a drop, right? So still a big drop in terms of people subscribing voice telephony, because the penetration rate over here was 139.17. What about broadband? Okay, ADSL has definitely decreased. What's the decreased amount? Let's see. Sorry. 837. 955 446 divided by 955 446, 12%. So ADSL is decreasing like at a far bigger pace, right? So 12% decrease. Is it 12 and 38? Okay. So this is 12.4. That way I think it will sorry, it won't even take like 7 years to get it all down. So anyways, people are shifting towards fiber, so let's have a look at fiber as well. 443, 475, right? 443, 475. Let's have a look at the previous figure. 97 425, 97 425. That's a very significant increase. And that's like what, 355%? Yeah, that's what it will basically be. That's a huge increase, right? 355%. I think they just started reporting it, so that's why it's just happening to increase at that pace. Still. Okay, so people are shifting over there. Release line, I think it should be constant or a bit of increase, right? Don't have to worry about that. Ymax, what is it happening? So it's increasing a bit minuscule, but it's about to be closed because they said it's based on old technology, so I don't know what is it, but still. 3G, what has happened to 3G? Okay, the base was pretty high, Now people have started shifting a lot. Wait a second. So it's still increasing, 88. So that's like 4 lakhs difference right there. What has happened to 5G? 25 lakhs. So that's 800,000 to 25 lakh. It's a very significant jump, right? So 3G has also increased, 4G has also increased. That means the total thing it should be also increasing, right? So total subscriber base is also increasing, I guess. Yep. It's not just the people shifting from ADSL to cable, but people are moving from the other column as well, or other ISPs and everything else. So as you can see, which the total number also says it. So what is that? 1 crore, 6 lakh, what is it? 1 crore, 30 lakh. People are shifting towards it, right? So even though it's an old technology, so I don't think there is any change. So it's always been constant throughout, and I don't know if it's even in use or not. 4G, it's like increased very significantly. So let's just calculate the figure as well. Yeah, 2544, 724 minus 842, 543, right? So 842, 543 into 100, so 22%. A very significant jump, yeah. Even though it was a corona's period, but still the jump is very significant. What about cancel? What has happened to these guys? So it has basically reduced 3G's figure. The figure for 4G has increased. What about the total base? 66 lakh, right? 66 lakh. So 68 lakh, not a big jump though. Not a big jump. So I think it's more about people moving from 3G to 4G, and that's pretty much it. 4G, what has happened to 4G? 4325, 936. Let's just play some music as well, yeah. Okay, so 202% has been there. What about this drop? I just wanted to calculate it for Ansel. So 2491, 652 minus 3123, 581 divided by 3123, 581 into 100%, 20.23, right? Minus 20.23, so minus 20%. At least the UTL column was there, so I can write my figures over there. $43.25, 936 minus 35.45, 286 divided by 35.45, 286. 22% drop. increase. So that just means it just added 2%. Let's see how much it would add. Let's see. Total figure is that much, 68 to 17. Triple six, 867 divided by triple six, 8867 into 100. So 2.23, right? 2.23. So 2.23, yeah. So it's mostly in case of Ansel, what has happened is if you see the drop is 20% in this 3Z, then 4Z has increased by 22%. That means like 20% has basically shifted towards this 4Z, and then the rest, what it gained during the year was 2% only. Okay. Okay. What about ISP? That's where the growth should be, I guess. So in terms of radio, it's all right so far. 145, 9454. Good growth, right? So what's that? 3000. That means 3%, I guess. Not 3%, 0. I think 2 something around, because it's 130%. 3000, right? So 130 is 3000 will be pretty much 1.5, I guess, not 1.5, maybe 1.4, around something like that. Anyways, let's have a look at ISP. So 5305. Let's put the figures in our little machine over here. 5305, 638 minus 3759 669, 3759 669 divided by 3759 699. That's the figure. 41% huge increase, right? In terms of people, 47%. Look at that. Okay. So in terms of voice telephony, what has happened? So the numbers have dropped in terms of voice telephony, and in terms of broadband, basically what has happened is that more people are shifting towards newer technology, which can be seen from here as well, cable to FTTS and 4G as well, right? People moving through that basis. And then in terms of ISPs, they have gained a lot in terms of customer wise. In terms of HTPL as well, they have increased a bit to 24, 145. That just means no, they have decreased. I think it should be the network problem, right? 254. Okay, the numbers of course will increase, and the penetration rate has reached to 84%. That's very good number, given the fact that the population has increased by 335,000. Population has increased by that, and still it managed to because that's just an assumption, right? So that's just an assumption figure. Even though we changed that, we tweaked that, the growth has been very significant, right? So 71% and then 84% there, 84, and then that's 71, so that's like 13% increase over there. Very good increase. But the most of the growth has definitely been seen around this figure over here in the ISPs, yeah. Let's see other market share. So 2% for fixed. Mobile is 98%. Market share, NDCL is always the highest, I guess. Ncell is 40.67, 7.79 is for that. STPL. Broadband, 73% is fixed wired. Rest is wireless. Mobile is 1%. Your broadband subscribers, still most of them are in 3G. 4G is still there, but cable and FTTH is where the growth has happened. In the 40s percentage growth rate. That's where the growth has happened, yeah. So it's between 120 and that. So that has gone down. And this is a stacked one, that's why we can't really tell the difference though, but still it's like very less because this figure is, the stack is right over here, so it's like around 90 lakh, I guess. It has increased a bit, minuscule. What has happened to growth trend? This broadband has increased, right, from 70 to basically it's crossed 80, so it's basically 84, which can be seen over here as well. What has happened to fixed? It has also increased, 2.69. Mobile 127.15. Penetration rate is basically 128.24. Total is that much, mobile and fixed, right? And broadband is that much. So total penetration rate of voice is 130%. Let's have a look here. So telephone subscriber, basically Magh, they have increased for NDCL as well. Ncell, it has decreased. Okay, why am I comparing it over there? Okay, it's from Fagun, so it's alright. NDCL is increasing, yeah. If you see, it's on a growth part over here. Not a steep curve, but still slow and steady. Ncell, that's been pretty rough. Not much growth coming in, yeah. STPL, it has also fluctuated a bit. So number of licenses are all there, 191 is the total. And what is this? NDCL's basic communication service has been renewed and blah blah, everything else has been renewed. So amendment of license, so Ncell Axiata, network service provider, international trunk telephone service, So another thing that I want to look at is this figure over here. What has happened to World Link? 449, yeah. What has happened over here? That's a very big increase. So wireless is definitely dropping, I guess. So they will be phasing it out, I guess. So 1024 cable growth is also there. And still, like, look at the figures. What's the total growth rate? Let's compare it to that. So that's total, yeah. 140. 14,978,000 minus this figure over here. What's that? 1030. 1939. So I think it should be that same growth that we had calculated earlier. 939. So 35.76%. 35.76. 35.76. Out of that 35.76, how much was Worldlink able to capture? That's what I'm interested in. $451,766 minus, I think it's 337 or 376. 376 975 divided by 376 975 into 100, 19%. Okay, so 19% of that was captured by Worldlink. Of the total growth was captured by Worldlink. Okay. So what has happened to next thing that I want to look at is NDCL. So this guy has been done. So NDCL, what has happened over here? The figure is 298. I think cable number should be dropping in case of Nepal and stuff. 195, right? 195. That means 171. Yep, that's dropping. That's because of ADSL as well. ADSL is within this category. What about wireless? 18 point something. I think that's increasing for NDCL. Fiber, it has increased significantly, I guess. Yep, that's what has happened. Customer base has also increased significantly. Not significantly. What's the growth? Let's see. We did not used to have Nepal Durations as data over here earlier, like in some of the previous datas. We did not used to have it. So 289.65, right? 289.65, 289.65, 289.65 divided by 234, 144 into 120% growth rate. Okay, so this is in line with Worldlink's growth rate. What about Bionet 132? I think that's not a significant increase. Bionet of it is 129. So let's say 100,000 is that. That just means it's increased around 32%. 32% for Bionet. Next thing that I want to look at is this guy. 184. So we saw right 100,000 over here, so that just means 84% growth over there. 84%. %, increase. Broadlink has also increased a bit by 10,000. What we can do is, let's have a look at that. Yeah, let's have a total 451,766 divided by 451,766 divided by this figure over here, 1400. That would give out the market share, right? So 32.24%. It has definitely decreased, I guess. So healthy competition coming in for Worldlink, I guess. So let's see how much was their market share earlier on. 1031, 939, right? So the market share was 36%. So okay, the market share is that much. So there has been a decrease, even though the growth of it was basically based on like the whole growth of the industry itself, which is like what, 35%. Yep. So can't say it's a competition though, because since the market is not yet saturated. So what else? Broadlink is also there. Netmax, I don't care about that. Ooh, Classic Tech, let's have a look at this guy. Very aggressive with their marketing. Classic Tech, okay, very good growth. 81,515, right? 81,515. So 127,761 minus 85,515. 515 divided by 81,515 into 150% growth. Very important. Rajasthan was marketing did the trick, I guess. 51%. What else? Tech Mines, I think they have also increased significantly, because that's the only player in Chitwan though. 38 to 57 to 38, right? So 57 to 38. 57 minus 38 divided by 38. Yeah, 50% around. 50% growth there. 57 and then 38. Yeah, it's a good growth though. Good growth. Aeronate also, I think they have also increased. Yep, 9,000 to 12,000. That's like 100% growth over there. 100 plus over there. This one should be around 40%, I guess, something like that. 40 to 50. 40 to 50% range. And what else? Let's have a look at the new ones. Yeah, just don't want to look at anything. Connect Nepal network. I don't know which one is this, but Prabhu Digital, it's definitely increased. I think it's not in the list in the earlier data. It's not there. But still, looking at the numbers, it's providing wireless as well. Okay, didn't know that. Where is this home? Where is this home? Is it Connect Nepal network? Maybe. Otherwise, I don't see anything over there. Asterisk. Anything else that I'm missing? Dishon is not there. Fiber Online Private Limited, I think. Maybe. No, that's not it. So it's not operating on cable, I guess. It should be in FTTH column though. Netmax, I don't know. drop link, not that. Let's see, we will see, like, because over the time period, because this guy, this Prabhu Digital will definitely move to the top around over there, and then this Connect Nepal will also move to the top. So they should have arranged it in descending order, right? That would have been better. The arrangement should have been better, right? But it's like, it's not even based on the name. What are you doing it on? Maybe registration number? I don't know. Maybe on, should have been on the numbers. That would have been even better, right? So we can see like who's moving up and down the thingy, but still. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this particular video. Now you know, like, people are moving towards more broadband and newer technologies. So these guys have basically made a fortune for themselves in the past year. So kudos to them. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.